And when you're starting to finalize your guest list, how should you start to narrow it down?
So I
Do you
would
like a
think
fantasy style draft? Where
kind
you
of.
say you're just drafting people like, okay, I'm going
Kind
to
of.
take my brother.
kind of. I think the best way to do it is to start with like your dream guest list. So write down everyone you could possibly think of that you would want to invite. Ask your family to do the same, and then start narrowing it down from there. So if you need to remove people, start with removing, kind of those unspecified plus ones. So your friend who's not necessarily in a relationship, their plus one might be one of the first to go. Kids, decide whether or not did a really good podcast on that. So go back and listen to that. Coworkers, they're often on the fence, just because they change and maybe aren't as good of friends, as some of your other people who've been in your life longer. And then think about anyone that you haven't talked to in the past, year, 5 years, that's on the list.
Ever?
Yeah, you can probably get rid of them. And then I would think too,
So
like,
no Nick Saban. It was already a long shot.
It was a long shot. I would think too, anyone who you can kind of see like in the future, like, are you guys really good friends and you guys are going to be friends forever? Or are you guys like friends for now? Like, just kind of look at that relationship, and make those kind of tough decisions, which is hard.
Yeah. But it'd be kind of cool if Taylor Swift turned up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
She
so
does
much.
that,
She does. It's so much easier to give the advice when it's not your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doing it like a fantasy football draft, I think that would get
like
a lot
that.
of grooms involved.
I like that a lot. Yeah. Why
like
not?
a big sticker board, like the whole thing, time on the clock.
Everyone gets, to make their picks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can make for an interesting.
And then you could even like do points at the actual wedding, and like someone
not?
could win.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Is this too much?
It was too much. I was
Too
kind
far.
of. I was
You were
going with
there,
you on
but
the
then
draft.
You
took it a step too
I
far.
took it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
You do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what are you gonna do? I guess not do that. What information do we need? For finalizing that list.
So you're going to need their first names. Like I said,
Sure.
make sure that or
Check
first
spelling.
and last names, correct? Check spelling, names of any, plus ones that you can know the name of. So if they're married or if they have a serious, boyfriend or girlfriend, any kids, like what are their names? How are they properly spelled? And what is their actual name? So like if it's Sammy, like what is her full name? Samantha. You want to put full names, not nicknames. If you're sending out a really formal invitation, then you'll also include the middle name. So it would be the full, typically the man's full name, Mr. and Mrs. with first, middle, and last name listed. And then you'll obviously need their current address, which is a beast to track that down. So start on that early.
Yeah.
Actually, what is the website? Postable, where you can collect addresses. I've had a couple people who've used that. Yeah, to
That's
collect
a cool
addresses,
site.
which is kind of cool. Cool way to do it.
Yeah. How should you track it all?
So, an Excel document, a Google Drive, there's different like online portals you can use, something that's centrally located. I like Google Drive a lot because you can share it between
that's easy. Everybody's got
multiple
a
people.
Gmail.
Yeah. And that's really nice too, because, everyone can kind of be responsible for their third of the guest list
Right.
and tracking down those addresses instead of like it all being on, the couple.
But there is a little bit of danger when you have a shared list like that, because somebody could accidentally delete everything.
Only give access to people who know are a little bit tech savvy and aren't going to delete all your guest list, or save a backup drive or something.
Yeah.
Use Dropbox or something where it has an archive. That's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
You've had
good.
that happen.
I have had that happen.
Has it been more than once or just
once? Just the once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had a backup.
Yeah. Well, that's why you hire a planner.
That's right.
All right.